One of the more unique aircraft in the MAPS collection is the Goodyear GA-22A Drake. The Drake was designed to be a passenger amphibian. It could be converted to a light cargo carrier by removing the rear and right front seats, and also be altered to permit transportation of 2 litter patients and an attendant, which would make it useful as an ambulance from remote areas. In January of 1944, Goodyear completed construction of their first amphibian, the GA-1 Duck. After successful testing of the GA-1 prototype, 18 additional demonstration aircraft designated GA-2 and GA-2A were built. The first production GA-2 was completed in March of 1947 and flown on June 24, 1947. The GA-1 was scrapped in January of 1949. The last of the GA-2 Duck aircraft were scrapped on October 17, 1955. On July 10, 1950, a revised 4-seat version, the GA-22 Drake, made its first flight. 2 of these aircraft were produced, with one ultimately converted to the GA-22A in 1953. After 668 hours of flight testing, designers dismantled the GA-22 and it was ultimately scrapped. The airframe that is on display at the MAPS Air Museum is the only GA-22A Drake produced. The Drake was designed and built by engineers at Goodyear Aircraft and was completed on March 10, 1953. It was registered with the FAA as N5516M. The maiden flight recorded in the Drake's logbook occurred on March 11, 1953, and lasted a total of 15 minutes. Goodyear used the prototype Drake for company business and demonstrations at many airports around the country. The Drake remained based in Akron, Ohio, for its entire career. The last recorded flight of the Goodyear Drake occurred on December 6, 1961, and lasted 1 hour and 35 minutes. On July 19, 1966, Goodyear donated the GA-22A Drake to the EAA Aviation Museum in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. The museum displayed it for a number of years and then placed it in storage. In 2010, a MAPS member discovered the airframe on a visit to the Oshkosh Museum. Soon after, an agreement was made to donate the aircraft to MAPS. The local connection to the Akron area and to Goodyear was a key motivator in moving the airframe to MAPS. Goodyear GA-22A Drake, registration number N5516M, arrived at the MAPS Air Museum on May 23, 2010. The restored aircraft was dedicated and placed on static display on May 18, 2013. The airframe that is on display at the MAPS Air Museum is the GA-22A Drake, the only example of the model and the only one of the 21 Goodyear amphibians remaining in the world.